All right, so today we are going to be replacing the tip or the turbo inlet pipe. So we're just going to start off with disconnecting this hose here. Grabbing our flathead, seeing if we can move these guys to the middle. Pop this off. Put that up here for later. And then now we're just gonna work our way this way. So we are gonna grab our T30 Allen key here and disconnect this guy. Seems to be a little bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be to remove it, but that's okay, part of the game. If you had a ratchet with the attachment on it, it would be way easier than how I'm doing it right now, but yeah. And sorry if I seem distracted, I am also watching kids, so there we go. Pop these guys out. One hose, two hose. Put this over here. Again, put our screw somewhere, and then we also need to move our coolant tank because it's in the way, and I forgot that I changed it. So use this big thing here. You know what? We'll come back to that in a second. We'll just keep working. So we will unplug this here. I think this has to get disconnected too. Yep. And that. grab this, move it up here. What really needs to happen is I need to move this coolant tank. So I'll be right back with the right socket. All right, so now we've got to take the bracket off for the vacuum hoses, I believe this is. Put it back there. Now we go to the bottom one. Hey, buddy. I'm gonna remove the bottom one like that. Put it here as well. And now that is free. And then believe I'm just gonna reread the instructions here, but we also need to cut this line here. It's easier if you have a Dremel, and then move this line here up like that. Grab your flathead to break the seal here. There we go. Oh, right. Coolant. So we're just gonna put that back on for now. Axton. All right, so I've disconnected the vacuum lines. As you can see, that frees up the mounting point over here for the coolant pipe, or sorry, not the coolant pipe, the inlet pipe. Yeah, and now I need to focus on this piece here and getting the actual inlet pipe out. So I can go down here to where the nuts are for the inlet pipe and see if I can break them. There we go. Now we can go to the other side, do the same thing. Oh.
My turn. My turn. My turn.
There we go.
My turn.
Axton. So those are cracked and loose now. So now I can undo that nut and see if I can get at that bolt. Put that nut up here. Get that bolt. There we go. I'm just trying to soak up some of the coolant here, so bear with me. All right, so I went ahead and put a real towel on there so that if it does continue to drip, it's gonna drip on the towel. But now I'll have the fun job seeing if I can get this off. So I'm gonna work on that and come back to you guys when I have it. All right, so I got it all disconnected, and then I realized that this has to be disconnected here and pinched off. So yeah, one sec. All right, so I got it out. Turbo. All right, so now we're dealing with this. So this has got to come off of the old pipe and be put onto the new one. So we'll unwrap the pipe and then go from there. So yeah, getting close to having it put back together. See how we do. Yeah. All right, so here we just loosen off these couple bolts here so that this moves freely out of the way so we don't scratch anything. And then we have to remove this off of this pipe so that it can be transferred to that pipe. You can see the difference there, it's massive. So yeah, let me read more instructions from 271 and then we'll continue. All right, so my phone's about to die, probably pretty soon here, but I got the vacuum line bracket disconnected here, and we're gonna be putting new hoses on it. And then they provide you with one 9-inch long hose, and they tell you to cut it in half to replace with like some of these hoses here. So yeah, we're gonna do that. And then hopefully we're gonna start putting it back together. So the new hoses are on the whatever vacuum lines, whatever this is. So we need to put it back essentially. So somewhere in like that. So I'll go ahead and do that and then show you guys because my battery's pretty low on the phone. So yeah. So the next step after I put that back on, you can see the vacuum lines are connected again and just placed over here for now, was to take off this piece here because you're putting on a new one. So we take this off, toss it aside, and then it gets replaced with this T-clamp here. So yeah, we'll be doing that. All right, so I got the T-connector on, the heat shrink, and then they say use electrical tape for here. And I have white electrical tape, so that's what I did. And then I reconnected the connector here. So I'm pretty sure we're at the stage of actually putting that in the car. So that's pretty exciting. All right, so I got it in. These pipes are connected. This is all done. I need to put zap straps on that. These are all tightened again. This hose here was an ass to try and reconnect. I got that reconnected there. So zip ties and then connect this guy here back up there and coolant and hose, and I think that's it. Yeah. All right, let's continue. All right, there we got it. So put the coolant tank back in, connected all the hoses, put the vacuum line brackets on, reconnected the PLR intake. Unfortunately, I had to turn the supplied piping upside down, so the W is not in front, but that's okay, it works. But yeah, looks pretty sweet, pretty happy with it. So we'll give it a start up and see how it sounds and do a little bit of a run with it. So yeah, stay tuned and we'll keep her going. So I haven't noticed much more sound, but there is. I don't know if you heard that or not, but there's quite a bit of suction from the cold air intake or the short ram intake, and I can hear the turbo a little bit more, and it almost has a better air temp and fuel air ratio. The inlet pipe is definitely helping for proper airflow, I can tell you that much. I don't know if I've noticed much horsepower gain, but it looks awesome and it sounds pretty good. The color contrast between the black pipe and the rubber adapter pipe could be better. It's not super great, but that's okay. I love it still. But yeah, so I'll do another pull for you here. Again, I don't know if you heard that because of the wind noise, because I'm doing 80 right now, but yeah, I'll try again here. Slow down a bit. There we go. So, yeah, I like it. Hopefully to do a review video on all my stuff. So stay tuned. You can even hear it with the windows and everything closed, so I figured I'd do a pull